A ship's compass, slightly rusty, a gleam of light moves across the glass. Credits in white read Hull City of Culture 2017, and The Space present a Slung Low production, a sodium film written by James Phillips. A sat-nav in a boat's wheelhouse, a pair of binoculars, a nautical chart, a rev counter. Credits: Oliver Senton, Mark Graham, Nadia Amam. Title: Flood, Part 1. An expanse of dark sea, gently rippling, moving as if seen from a ship. The captain seated in her wheelhouse, spiral-bound notebook in hand, he writes Natasha. He pauses, pencil poised. Eyes lowered, he takes a deep breath. A sailor in oilskins looks in. The captain turns down the notepad as if to hide his writing.
It's time.
The sailor leaves. The captain puts down the notebook, rubs his beard, follows the sailor. The two stand on deck side by side under a grey sky.
Coming for us?
The sailor smiles.
Leaving.
Let's get on with it.
The captain goes. A distant view of a small craft on the water. Sunlight glimmers in the leaden sky. The sailor tugs at the empty nets, untangles the threads in his fingerless gloves. The captain.
No harvest.
What do we do?
Try again.
The captain turns away, a look of resignation from the sailor. Our gaze travels down the chart, coming to a point with an exclamation mark. The captain adjusts knobs on the sat-nav. Out on deck, the sailor winds a winch handle.
Dad! It's jammed!
His father frowns. Comes up on deck. The sailor looks out over the railing.
Net coming!
The captain stares out beneath the peak of his cap. He looks up to the net as it's winched. The net is full of orange life jackets. The sailor struggles to land them on deck. The captain looks over, dark eyes solemn. His son meets his gaze. He opens and empties the netting. His father watches his efforts. A young woman lies on deck, naked amongst the life jackets, dark hair bedraggled, eyes closed. The men stare. They look at each other in concern. The captain leans over her. She rears up, mouth gaping. Her eyes roll in their sockets, no irises in the whites. Later she lies under a blanket. Her leg is tattooed with a pattern of scales.
She's blind.
She sits up.
Can hear us, can't see us.
A grey blanket draped around her. The captain sits close, removing his cap.
Where are you from?
No response from the woman. In Arabic,
Enti Minin.
the sailor watches, frowning. To the woman,
Won't touch your hands. All right, no. All right. Shh.
the captain gently takes hold of her hand,
Take these off.
unravels a bandage from around her fingers.
That's a good girl. There's one. There we go.
And the other. Her fingers are tattooed, cut into, with letters.
They're fresh, these ones.
The woman presses her hands to her eyes. The captain reads what's marked across her fingers.
Gloriana.
She removes her hands. Large brown irises look out, pupils wide. She reaches forwards and touches the captain on his shoulders. On deck, the sailor lowers his hood over his woolen cap. He looks out to sea. Up to the netting. Shakes his head. Inside, the captain draws in his notebook, sketching the figure of a mermaid as the woman sleeps, head resting on her arms on the table. The sailor steps into the wheelhouse.
Net was 70 metres down.
Tell no one.
The sailor pulls at his knuckles.
She's sleeping.
In deep greeny blue water, the woman's legs, seen in soft focus, kick slightly. Hands are by her sides, the letters on her fingers spelling Gloriana. Her long, crinkly dark hair wafts. Her eyes are closed. Sunlight falls across her forehead. Tiny bubbles of air rise upwards. In the wheelhouse,
What do we do with her?
Hand her in.
Where do we say she came from?
The sea.
bubbles float upwards. The woman opens her eyes. Darkness. Caption, watch Part 2 live in Hull, April 2017. hull2017.co.uk/flood.